Does your movement feel clunky, jerky? Like, no matter how hard you try, you're always a step late and playing catch up? Well, it's not because you're slow, it's because nobody ever showed you the real key to moving like the pros. The biggest difference between the movement of average tennis players and the pros isn't talent or athleticism, it's timing. And getting it right changes everything. Most players have been told to land with both feet when your opponent makes contact with the ball. And that sounds logical, but it kills your movement, and that's why the pros don't do it that way. Here's an example to show you what I mean. After Novak hits this forehand and he's recovering back to the middle, right as his opponent hits the next shot right there, Novak's feet haven't even come off the court yet into his split step. Now he's lifting off the court, and watch his right foot, how it's going to seamlessly pivot and turn to the side, and so his momentum never has to stop. He's able to change direction with no stopping of his flow around the court. Now compare that to a 4.0 tennis player. When he lifts up in his split step, if we pause the video right there and go over to the point of contact on his opponent right there, you'll see that he's already touching down on the court. That means as I go forward in slow motion, his momentum's going to stop, and then he's going to have to turn and go get the ball. Everything comes to a jerking halt. Be honest, which method do you think you're using? The pro flow or something different? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to flow around the court super smoothly, but first, it's critical to understand that the best movers in the world are not landing when the ball is struck on the other side of the court, because it takes the eyes and the brain a third of a second to read where the ball is going. If you time your split step to land before you know what direction the ball is headed, your momentum is going to get killed, and that's when things get slow and clunky. If you delay your split step so that you know where the ball is going just before touching down on the court, then you can flow smoothly and seamlessly just like the pros. Here's how to train it for yourself so that you can slingshot your energy around the court effortlessly. Step 1 is called no ball flows. We're going to practice the flowing footwork back and forth. I'm going to demonstrate this really quickly. First, I'm going to lift neutrally. Neutrally means I could equally move to my left or to my right. Both feet are facing forwards, my hips are facing forwards, my shoulders are facing forwards. This is critical because when you first lift in your split step, you don't know where the ball is going yet. And so from this position, I can pick and choose depending on my read to move to my right or to my left. So first I'm practicing moving to the right. And so I'm going to lift neutrally, I'm going to land with my right foot and then pivot my left foot to push and flow my momentum in that direction. Watch my student here practice this for the first time. He's going to lift, pivot, and then flow his energy in that direction. So he's not coming down from his split step and stopping his momentum. Instead, he is catching his momentum and flowing it or slingshotting it in the direction that he reads the ball is ultimately going to be traveling. So for movements to the right, you're going to move up neutrally, and then watch his right foot pivot. This is where you're going to read, okay, the ball is going that way. And then he's going to plant his left foot and flow his momentum, his energy in that direction. Make sure to spend just as much time practicing to the left. Now my student is going to lift neutrally. He's going to pivot his left foot. He's going to plant his right foot and seamlessly transition and flow his energy out to the left to be able to hit a backhand. It's worth noting that everybody's going to have a dominant-sided foot. Just like we all have a dominant-sided hand, it's highly unusual that people have the same amount of coordination and confidence with their right foot and their left foot. So this is why it's really important to practice first without a ball, without worrying about going and hitting a shot, to just figure out the footwork pattern and just practice flowing smoothly to the right for a while and to the left for a while. Step 2 is one of my favorite footwork drills ever. I'm standing in front of my assistant coach with both arms out, a tennis ball in each hand, and I'm going to wait for this player to lift up off the court, and then I'm going to drop one ball or the other. So my student's challenge here is to lift neutrally. Notice the timing. I'm letting the ball go just as the feet lift off the court. What we're doing here is we're mimicking the point of contact on the other side of the court. So In general, this doesn't always work, but typically when your opponent meets the ball, you want to be just lifting off the court to give yourself a third of a second before touching back down again, pivoting, and then flowing. So watch my student here. He doesn't know which ball I'm going to drop. That's why he's lifting straight up. And now watch his right foot seamlessly turn and pivot, and he's going to flow his energy in that direction. So you can do this with a partner or a friend, and right as one person lifts, the other person is going to drop a ball, and you're practicing reading with your eyes which ball it is, and then whichever side the ball gets dropped on, you're going to pivot that side and flow your energy smoothly without coming to a full stop on the court first. Here it is with our everyday player now. Watch how he's going to lift. I'm going to drop, and now watch his left foot is going to pivot. He's going to plant his right foot, and then seamlessly flow his momentum over to his backhand side. And here's a great flow to the right. He's going to push, I'm going to drop, he's going to pivot, his left foot's going to plant, no stopping of momentum, and he's going to flow out to the right for a forehand. Step 3 is to start to flow in a real rally. This is just a down-the-line cooperative rally with my student, the exact same player in the original example we saw where he was landing too soon, totally flat-footed, and killing his momentum. Look at the difference now, how he's starting to harness his momentum and his energy and smoothly flow to the right and to the left. He's a doubles player, so we did some practice back on the baseline. That's what you're seeing here, working on his timing, his identification, and his coordination flowing back and forth. And then we did the same thing in a volley rally with baseliners on the other side as well. Start to practice this and work on it. You're not going to get it perfect every time, but don't get discouraged. The pros don't either. I'm showing you examples here in this video that are ideal in kind of a perfect world, but they don't always nail the timing perfectly either. So keep practicing it. Feel for smooth, continuous flow around the court, and that's how you know you're on the right track. Thanks for watching today. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you like to learn next? Which part of your game is giving you trouble? And what kind of lesson would you like to see in the next upload? Thanks so much for watching today. Keep up the great work on your game, and I'll catch you in the next video.